you know.
Don't even. Just keep reading. Make me hurt you.
This is the last one, transgender. And now this is super duper confusing because they said that's an umbrella term for people whose gender identity differs from the one assigned to their physical sex.
Right.
It includes trans men, trans women, genderqueer people, cross-dressers, and drag queens, kings. Never even heard of drag kings.
Oh, yeah. The women do men things. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Among others. And in general refers to anybody whose behavior or identity deviates from gender stereotypes. So that's just crazy.
The drag king I saw did a show, Eminem show. And she looked just like Eminem.
Really?
And I was, I had to do a double take. Like, yeah.
Society. Okay.
Hey, just let people do them.
Yeah, I don't have no problem with people being who they are. Just, I just,
again,
we had to talk about, like,
right.
I know society has their norms.
Right.
Right. And then, when you go against the norm of society, you got to kind of expect that. That's people gonna look at you like you're not normal.
Get pushed back, right? You're going to get pushed back.
So anyway, getting back to the thing with the relationships, they said gender inequality influences relationships. Right. So it said,
okay.
So like if I'm a masculine man and you're a masculine woman, we're not saying like you just look like a dude, but you have those masculine traits.
That energy.
Right. We're going to clash.
Right.
So it has to be like that. You have to have a,
right.
You got to fit like Legos.
So I wonder how the gender thing goes within gay couples, or, like how does those traditional roles go?
Good question. But from what I've seen, not so much in the women, but the guys. Usually the guys, they have certain traits that man and the woman, like they take those roles, not the traits, but they take those roles.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, do they take those roles?
But the women that I've seen, I haven't seen, not that I can recall, any women that takes specific roles.
Yeah, I knew a couple. The one woman was very male dominant.
Well, it's so funny today.
And the other was,
I saw on Snapchat. The lady says, I'm a I forgot what she called it. She says I'm a femme. Oh, she said I'm a dominant femme.
Okay.
Right, and I was like, so basically she's saying I look like a lady.
Right.
I dress like a lady. I feel like, she says, but she says, so that means you she says, you're not bending me over.
Right.
So I was like, okay, education. Sorry. But that was interesting,
Right.
That kind of, and Plies had the funniest.
Oh God.
He had the funniest video the other day. He had that question. He was saying, he was talking about the DOMs.
Okay.
He was like, y'all not playing by the rules. He said, I thought I'm gonna play his stuff with him, but he said, I thought you had to do this, but y'all doing this. He is probably one of the funniest storytellers.
You can do whatever you want in your bedroom as consenting adults. Is none. You know what this is?
You gotta
none of my business.
You gotta play by the rules.
This is none of my business. But I think being a married person, there are certain rules. Well, I won't say rules, but there are certain things that traditionally, you kind of fall in step to, and you don't probably even know that you're doing it.
Right.
You just fall into that rhythm of how the house operates, and he does this and you do that, and I don't want to take the trash out. I got a husband and 2 sons. I should not have to take the trash out.
So, and that's another thing. So, like if you're a nurturer, right?
Right.
You're automatically going to be that person.
Right.
Mom, I fell, Mom, or babe, So that's that, and you fall into that,
right.
Based on how you feel. Not so much what you was taught all the time, how you feel.
Right.
And then for a guy,
some of it's what you taught. Some of it is what you see in your family.
But sometimes if like certain things you don't have to be taught, you kind of you feel it.
That's true.
And then there's some people that you don't feel it, but you're taught a certain way,
right,
you just comply.
Right.
So even with the guys, like if a guy, we have to be the king of the castle, and that's not always true for all guys.
Right.
There's some guys that I know that like the woman to take charge of a lot of things and like to consult with the woman and say, hey,
right,
do you mind?
Yeah.
They have a name for that. On Game of Thrones varies.
Here you go.
They call them eunuchs.
I knew it was coming. He couldn't continue
yes,
that.
I'm just saying, if you're a man and you're in your household and you have to ask your woman to do X, Y, and Z, or you got to rely on your woman to do X, Y, and Z, that's a general eunuch.
But is she supposed to ask you?
Yeah.
Can she do? Okay, but you're not supposed to ask her.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
That's why we're not married. Other than the fact that I was born a little bit before you.
I got one for you. You say yes or no. This is like our little speed round. Okay.
Okay. Speed round. Okay.
Say yes if this applies to you and your capacity as a woman.
Okay.
Homemaking.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you manage your domestic responsibilities such as cooking, cleaning, and childcare. Okay. Child rearing.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
Who else is going to rear the child?
Right.
Who's the main disciplinarian?
I was.
You was. Okay. You was too?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I'll slap your brain.
Yep. And they knew exactly what she was talking about.
I don't say slap your brain.
Yes, you do. Yes,
I
you
don't say
do.
brain.
Yes, you do. You slap your brain. Oh, it was her. I'm gonna finish you.
And they understood. They knew what she was talking about.
All right. Now, do you support your husband in their career or endeavors?
Yes.
Rather than pursuing your own independent careers?
No. No.
So
that's the answer to that.
So you're not doing the supportive role.
I support him, but I'm not.
No. Supporting roles mean that you support him in his endeavors while
You
giving up yours.
Right.
Yeah.
Why I give up mine?
Yeah.
No.
So like right now, if he said, you know what, you don't have to work.
Oh no, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
No,
okay.
I'm not doing that. I need some change in my pocket. I cannot. Be
He says you don't have to work and he's going to give me money.
He didn't say he's going to give you money.
No.
So I just don't have to work.
He will provide your basics.
He will not even say that because we have responsibilities. We have things we have to do.
Right.
A guy is going to get tired when you keep coming for money. Like, hey, I need to buy pads today, sanitary pads.
Yeah.
Hey, tomorrow, hey, I need to buy the kids some clothes. So next one, I need to buy some food at home. They're gonna get tired. They're gonna get a job.
I'm like, no, go in the Oreo jar over there on the table. Take what you want.
What is wrong with you? No,
Right.
I can't do that.
Emotional labor. This means that you're seen as caregivers and emotional support and maintain family relationships. You're that emotional glue.
Yeah.
Oh, not caretaker.
I would say yes.
Right. Are you the
not caretaker right now?
No.
Everybody said caretaker. Everybody said caretaker.
Caregiver.
Exactly. So now he sees the correct word.
All right. Now here's a big one. Modesty and virtue. Are you expected?
These are qualities of a female.
It is. These are traditional roles that you play. Are you? Do you have modesty, chastity, virtue?
I'm a virtuous woman.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Dean, turn the page.
Limited participation in public life.
Limited.
Women's roles were often confined to the private sphere of the home with limited participation in politics, business, or other activities.
No,
and there's a lot of people that's like that today. Like Muslim women.
Oh, true. Right? Okay.
So
okay.
they're proud to say
right.
I stay in the house.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's true.
Dependency. Are you economically dependent on men, either father, husband, for financial support or security?
Yes.
You are working women also.
Yes.
Okay. So that's.
Most traditional with some things that, like I said, I ain't mowing that long. I tried to do yard work one time. I'm like, I'm going to the house and make you a sandwich. This where this where I'm going to be. I don't like. But you know what? I will put together all the furniture in the house. Like if it's something that needs to be put together, I'll do that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't mind doing it. And like we talk about all the time. I'll paint. I don't mind painting. So
all right, so let me tell you a story.
Like
it was just funny because I'm gonna tell you a story. This is years ago.
Okay,
right?
what happened to your gender roles?
What?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I'll let you tell a story, but we gonna get back to that.
So some years ago, right? I met somebody that I knew for a while. Like, we just happened to be in the same place, coming from a different, whatever. So I was like, well, come on, once you come over and can you help me, put together a shelf? I was like, all right, So I go drive across town. This was like maybe like 10 o'clock at night. I go drive across town.
That was a booty call. You wouldn't put no shelf
Wait a
together.
minute. So I'll go walking, right? And then while we're in there, she's telling me all the stuff she was doing. She's like, yeah, I put the put the ceiling together, and I built us a bar, and I did the flooring over here. I'm like, so she was like, Bob the Builder, like,
right.
She'll call me over here to help her put together some shelves. I was like,
right.
You already know more than I know. So that's when I learned what that was.
Okay.
So, like, you can't tell me that you need help with something, and like say that's like me going to your house saying, yeah, you asked me, can I come over and help you make a cake? And you walk in and she got these triple layer cakes with all types of designs and stuff on there. I was like,
yeah, that was definitely a booty call.
That
She
was-
wasn't calling you over there at 10 o'clock at night. No, like that stuff like that. Like he just does not have patience for. And I will do that. I don't have any problems doing that at all.
now me personally, before I get into the males thing, I don't have a problem with any role within the house. Because that's how I was taught.
Right.
To do your own, know how to clean, know how to do the kitchen, do the dishes, know how to cook.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And a lot of the men in my family know how to cook. So, and being in the military also helped out too.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
that was,
you got to learn how to take care of yourself.
It wouldn't be nothing for me to like pick up the
You just
extra
know how
slack.
to put stuff together. You don't know how to cook.
Ooh, I know that's I do. Brian.
Whatever. I'm trying to think, have you ever cooked anything for us on our mini road trips?
Yeah, no, we did.
Yes.
Right? Because remember we used to rotate, right?
Yep. We sure did.
But I learned about you could put bacon in the oven.
But yes,
And
I put
little
bacon in the
sausage
oven.
things.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my God, I learned
I put
something.
bacon in. Listen, when you have a husband and 2 sons, you have to cook a lot of food, and you don't have time to be standing over the stove with 3 pieces of bacon in the pan.
But you know what? That's so significant. That was significant for me because I used to cook that stuff all the time, right?
Right.
One thing I hate, that's why I don't fry chicken. I don't like the grease.
Popping, yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, why didn't I think of that? You mean I could put this in the oven?
Yes.
And let it cook and it was good.
And
And
you go on and do something
like,
else. Yeah.
Yes,
I don't have time.
Yeah.
I would, it would be a pack of bacon, a pack of sausage, a dozen of eggs, biscuits, all that. Yeah.
And one breakfast?
Yes.
Holy smokes.
Think about that. It's 3 men in the house.
Wow.
2 growing boys. And then because we had the neighborhood house. So
Everybody coming over.
boy across the street would just walk in and be like, Miss Tracy, what y'all eat for breakfast? Go, help yourself. Yeah.
That is like, because you figure like if you gave them 3 eggs apiece, even 2 eggs, that's 8 eggs right there. So
Right. So why stick, 4 eggs back in the refrigerator?
Yeah, I never thought about that. Wow. Oh, by the way, there's a produce store up the street that has eggs for like $4, like the big eggs.
Like,
big dozen.
you mean a dozen of eggs for $4?
Yeah.
That is high.
No, since when? Them eggs be like
That's
$10,
high.
$11.
Oh no, I go to Aldi. What are you talking about? Like 60 eggs in a carton?
I'm talking about a dozen.
No,
Oh, okay.
we're not doing that. Nope.
All right, traditional rules for men. Okay, number 1, the breadwinner.
Okay.
Men traditionally held that primary responsibility for providing financially for their families, and I think that applies today, even if it's shared.
Right.
But if and like I said, a man's job, those 3.
Right.
Right. You need to have a plan for your household and know how to lead it, and you have to protect and you have to provide. If you can't do those things, then stay single. That's just how it is.
Men don't have a lot to.
Huh?
They don't have a lot of expectations.
Well, but it goes back to this. Like when we had that thing about what men would prefer, love and respect.
Right.
You don't have to love, just respect.
Right.
And all of the guys that I talked to about that, I'm thinking, if I can recall, 100% of them said respect.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I don't. In our responsibility is not even to provide love. It's to provide. You a living. Make sure you have what you need. Make sure you're safe.
Show the lights on.
Bingo.
Yeah.
That's how we show love. Is
Okay.
doing those things. But you have to be a decision maker, right? That's always the head of the household, right? It's emotional stoicism. That means we have to, suppress.
That's why y'all
all
die
these-
early.
That is. That is.
That is why
You
men
can't.
die
You
early.
have to.
Can't hold on to that
Yes.
mess.
So here's another thing too, and I say
So
this
where
is
are you on those traditional roles?
for me. Okay, I am the provider.
Okay.
Okay, I am the protector.
Okay.
I am the decision maker. I am. Well, I am not.
Decision. No. That's just wrong.
I
There's
am
no
the decision maker.
No.
I am the decision maker.
You come to, we discuss the decisions.
No, I decide.
No, we discuss.
Emotional stoicism. I'm not that because
No, that's true.
I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I'm very emotional.
You
That's
wear
my
some
evil laugh.
emotions on your sleeve. That was your evil laugh.
I wear anger. That's the emotions I show.
Okay.
All right, authority figure. Yes,
You're
I
not
would
an
say.
authority figure.
Instrumental role in childcare. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing they do is what? Provide the baby.
No, they.
No,
you
I
gotta-
think
Yeah.
Glass is with his kids a lot.
Yeah, I do.
Psycho.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Is
I-
with his kids a
I-
lot.
That
You
was
do what?
me. You know what? I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah, he would
this
pick
was
them
one,
up from school.
I
and-
love
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
doing stuff to
Yeah.
like everything. That was
Yeah.
my thing. That was what actually brought me, value in life. So, but my kids are older now and a little
You
different now.
need to have more kids.
Now it's like
Why are you laughing? Why is it funny?
physical strength and toughness.
Okay.
Yes, that's me. I'm diesel. I'm the diesel.
Cock diesel.
Coming from
right.
somebody
Right.
that I've been trying to get to the gym. Then he'll tell me, "Oh no, I can't today because I had the farmers market." Blah 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 blah. I know I'm gonna be tired afterwards. I'm like, okay, now it's not your time. Let's go this morning. You're going to the farmers
Hey,
market by
that Sunday
12.
heat takes a lot out of you.
Whatever.
That's true.
It does.
That's
But
true. That heat will
before-
kill you.
That was pre. That was before.
She said that was pre.
pre.
Pre what?
Before you go to
pre-farmers
farmers market.
No.
I called you in the morning. I spoke to you in the morning.
Before I had to go to the farmer's market.
Yes. Why you talking about the hit?
No, I'm saying that I know that the farmer's market is going to take a lot out of me.
She's saying you could go before you go
No.
to the
I was
farmers
calling
market.
him before.
But
Right.
then,
telling
but
me you're talking about
I don't want to pass out
after-
at the farmer's market. If I want to pass out, I need to pass out at home. You need to find my body.
Oh my god.
So, limited involvement in domestic tasks. That I don't.
that is true.
I do get involved with that.
Yeah,
So I
no.
even all right. So back when it was me, my ex-wife, the kids, whatever, I did dishes.
okay.
You know,
Okay.
I did clean it.
Gotcha.
I did the majority of the cooking.
Right.
You know.
Right.
I didn't do the outside work.
Right.
I hired somebody to do that.
There you go.
But whether I hired somebody or did it myself,
It got done.
It got done. Public sphere dominance. Let's see, actively participating in the public sphere, including politics, business, other leadership roles. That was definitely me.
Right.
You know.
Definitely you.
Self-reliance. Men encouraged to be self-reliant and independent. Yep, I was taught that from an early age. Don't give the woman power and control over you. So and that's I told my nephews that too. Because you can get in a situation where like if you have a disagreement in the household, right? And they say, okay, well,
That's my house.
that that is the worst. Fellas, do not move into her home. Do not.
I mean, that's the same thing they tell women, though. That's the same. Well, at least for my generation. That's
Yeah,
what
but
they
it
would tell
was
women.
that's kind of tradition. You're going because when you get married, you took his name because you're
Right.
becoming a part of his family. So you
Right.
come into his fold.
Well,
But-
not everybody changes their name. Sorry.
Well, they don't, but still, and that's problem number 2. But you have to be self-reliant, and for me, that meant learning how to cook, clean, or whatever, and do my own laundry. You're not going to say you get mad at me and then I'm eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for the next week. That ain't going to happen. So, and then that's what I tell them. Like a lot of even the young guys, said, don't give them power. You have to know how to do these things for her. When a woman gets mad at you, what does she want to do? not cook or put a whole bunch of salt in your food. Don't do your laundry. You know, what's the other thing? No sex.
I don't do laundry, so
right.
I taught my kids at a very young age to be self-sufficient because I hated laundry. If they could stand up and read, they was doing their own laundry.
I actually enjoy doing laundry, to be honest. Even more, and I hate to
That's
say
the
it,
worst task.
I actually like going to the laundromat.
Oh, that's the worst task. I hate all of it.
Well, you know what I like? It's funny. I like because it's cool in there, and you get everything done at the same time. And I like to actually look at the clothes
spinning.
going in there. One of them front loaders.
Nope, I hate that.
But
That's one of those household chores that I did not like. I would rather clean a bathroom with 3 pissing men than do laundry. I'm not a big fan.
Like,
of
did
laundry.
you hold it?
Right. It's just like, really? And now I got a dog who wants to lift his leg in there. It's just like, I'm over all of this maleness. I'm over it. Yeah.
So so now we got those roles there. Now, when it comes to relationships, knowing what those roles are,
right?
What makes it so difficult or complicated?
Well, I think it becomes complicated when you have a person who is strong and independent.
Okay.
And I'm going to say her. I'm going to say her, you know, and you like that in her. And that's one of the reasons why y'all got together.
Right.
But once y'all together, you say, oh, no, I don't want you to do that anymore.
Right.
I want you to do this.
Right.
And
flip the script on them.
Right. And it's just not. And that can go both ways.
Right.
That can go both ways because, you know, you hear a whole lot of stories. The guy was like, yeah, when we was dating,
cook.
she used to cook.
Right.
She used to clean. The house is always clean. We got married. And, you know, she don't do nothing now. So it goes both ways. So
now we get Popeyes.
When your expectations don't match,
right. Yeah.
that's when you get in trouble.
Also, that's a big one when they don't match. And then when they don't not just match, but today's society, I'm talking about just here in the U.S. now, we have a situation where you have men who are not really being men, right? They don't know the rules, but they expect the benefits, right? And vice versa. So you can't say, like, as a man, you're going to say, well, I'm gonna be a provider.
Right.
They don't want to be the provider, but they expect you to do all the other stuff. You need to cook, clean, do all this type of stuff, but you want to pay 50%.
Right.
You know, that doesn't match.
Yeah.
Or you're a man, and you know you're driving and you get a flat tire.
Yeah.
He can't fix your flat tire.
Right. Right. Well, now most people don't know how to fix a flat tire now.
That's what I'm talking about. But as a man, you're expected to know those little things.
Yeah.
How to fix a flat tire.
Yeah.
Now for me, I know how to fix a flat tire. I ain't gonna.
Right.
I got AAA.
That's what you pay him for.
Exactly.
That's exactly what you pay him for.
But that's for a woman. You know, I can imagine that being a disappointment when it comes to the dating. You don't see those traits.
Right.
You know, like even little things. Like my daughter, I told her at an early age, she knows. When you on the street, you in the inside.
Yes, they don't do that anymore. Like, put that girl on the inside of that. Yeah, they don't do that. Or even just something as simple as opening doors. They don't open doors anymore.
Right. Well,
but I've also seen women, like I've seen a man hold the door for a woman and she just walk in. And I'm like, thank you. Like you say thank you. That's just being a polite human being.
I saw a video of a dude did that, and he went in and snatched her back outside.
Yeah, like, come on, that's just being polite. But that is a gender role that you expect. I don't expect it now. Right. And then when people do it, I definitely say thank you.
So I'm going to admit certain things I don't expect or I'm not going to do in all circumstances. Like, sorry, for example, we pulling up to the mall, right? I'm not going to get out the car and run around the other side of the car, open your door.
Right.
We getting out at the same time. And I'm like, go ahead and get out so I can lock the door. You know, I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I kind of don't expect them to do that. Yeah. But you know what? When we going out, I want him to open my door.
Yeah, like if you're going into a restaurant.
If we're going out,
that's expected.
You know, if I'm dressed up, I want him to open the door.
I'll do that. Yeah. But I'm not going to.
You're not dressing up. You know?
No, I ain't dressing up either. Yeah. I might. You know what? I think I should do that. I think I'm gonna do. Maybe I should make a pledge to dress up at least once every 6 months.
Jeez, don't go. You know,
like dress up.
Yeah, like wear
slippery
shoes.
Earls.
Because you're basically always naked.
She said you always naked.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Wait a minute. I took my daughter to the to sushi spot the other day, right? And this is the thing. I picked her up. I said, from she working, right? I said, you hungry? I knew she was gonna say yes, right? And I still haven't learned to say, you know what? I'm gonna take you here instead of asking her, right? So she says, well, let's go to the sushi spot,
Right.
All right. And I was like, I don't like, I don't eat sushi. And she was like, well, she's convincing me, right? So we get there, and we're pulling up into the parking lot, and she goes, you dress like you're homeless.
All the time, like all the time. Sometimes I say, hey, wear a shirt. You have a nice shirt. Put on a nice shirt. Put on some shoes. Put on some clothes.
So, I'm like,
And he's gonna wear this now that it's summer. He's gonna wear this fisherman hat.
yes,
all over
exactly.
the place.
Hey, listen, I felt my forehead.
Oh my God.
And then the lady down the
funny.
street, she saw me outside, right? She goes, I took all my stuff. She's like, you got black. You know, the lady down the street. I said, oh yeah, I've been out in the sun. And I think I might have had
no joke.
I had the
The wife beater. Well,
Yeah.
what is the real name of those shirts? A tank.
yeah, it's called
Tank
a A. Is it called a A?
What?
There's, they got the V.
Okay.
There's a different. There's a letter for
A
it.
neckline.
But yeah. But wife beater. Everybody knows wife
I
beater.
know, everybody knows
That's a
that
visual
is.
thing.
Oh my gosh. Listen, when you were talking about like disciplinarian, this weekend when I had my granddaughter, she was like, Mama, Pop used to tell me all the time if I asked for something, go ask Mama. Pop, can I have this? Go ask your mama. He would say that all the time. And I was like, yeah, but Big G, they call my mother Big G. I was like, yeah, but you got everything you wanted from Big G. She's like, oh yeah, Big G, I ain't had to ask nobody.
Now in my household, I think, I know I was the more easy of the two.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was like
I could see that.
they was like, oh, Dad, can we do such and such? Can we? Dad, can we make a cake? Sure.
Sure, yeah. That's
Can we make a sure? So that's how I was, and I know she used to yell at him for certain things, and I
Right.
would sit there and say, well, hey, this is how it is. Da, 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 da. So
right.
and I think even how they're saying that the woman typically does the discipline, and I think only because maybe if you're in that traditional role, you're home more. But back
Not
in the day,
now.
it was like wait till your dad get home.
Yeah, it
Right?
was, and I've had some moments when
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my God!"
Well, I didn't.
Your father get home.
I can tell you, I grew up in a single parent household.
Okay.
So it was you can look out from my window when my mom used to come home from work, you could
Yep,
see her walking,
yep.
and she had these dark shades on, and she just had that face, right?
Right.
Everybody was like, "Oh, they getting a beating." They getting a beating. So we knew we messed up while she was at work. We had to call her while she was at
Oh
work.
no,
we already
did not
knew.
Do that.
We had
You did not
had
do that.
enough time to go hide or do something.
Yeah, I'm with you. I grew up in a single parent, and you better not call your mother at work. If somebody bleeding. If they not bleeding, you better
Right.
not be on this phone.
Oh, well, we and I think like all the things that we had, we did as a kid.
Oh my God.
Now, with that said, even with the if you see certain traits in a guy, you want that guy to be, you want to see that guy can handle certain things, can
Right.
can mediate, can
Right.
not going to be the pushover, all those things. And I guess even for the woman, that might make a man look weak. And in an inverse, the guy might say, "Well, damn, she don't cook,
Right.
she don't clean,"
Right.
and then she's always wanting,
Right.
but you're not. So that might be, I guess, these are where the red flags come in, which makes dating harder because it's like you like the person, but you don't want to. As a woman, I'm sure you don't want to raise another child.
Right.
So I think, and then as a man, we don't want to marry another dude. So you ain't gonna be hard like me. Certain things.
Or
that
you don't want to be the ATM machine.
bingo.
Yeah. You definitely don't want to be that. And I don't want you to. Like, I don't mind if you give me a few dollars. I'm not going to say no, but I'm capable.
I think now, even my first marriage. I said my first marriage. With my ex-wife when we were with the kids. I don't think we did our best.
Right.
And I don't think either one of us had really good Cosby Show like background and stuff like that. So
yeah.
we did what we could.
Right.
And certain things I do regret. And
like
I think we sheltered our kids too much.
Okay.
Way too much.
Okay.
Right. And I look at how I grew up, like where I grew up, you know, we was outside. I used to be an inside kid too, but I was outside playing football, wrestling, doing all of stuff with, and you know, even growing up, you hadn't to know how to fight.
Right.
My kids to this day have never been in a fight.
Oh my gosh.
Never. So you had to know that. You had to know,
Yeah.
like, you know, when it comes to certain confrontations, you had to, you know.
Yep. You had to navigate life.
Yeah.
You had
Yeah.
to navigate life, and my kids were outside kids. They were
Yeah.
outside kids. They didn't want to come in. I think my regret with raising them was like I wish we had did more vacations. I wish I had taken them more places and seen more things. But you know, financially that's hard.
Right.
You
We
know,
didn't go on
sometimes.
vacations.
When we were little. Our vacation was down the country with your grandma. That was vacation, you know. Or New York. We went to New York with my to see my grandfather and my uncle that was here.
Felonious, did you go on vacations as a family when you was younger?
Like growing up on my own? Do you mean growing up on my own? No.
Yeah.
No, okay.
I don't think so. I don't remember.
You
Oh,
don't
maybe I did. I don't know.
So if on vacations, now in my household, I was the one who decided where to go.
Okay.
So
I did too.
You was the
pretty
decider,
much. I
right?
was the decider.
Like, you mean like you're like now? Or like when?
like no, as a child.
As a child.
Yeah.
You
Did you do
decided
vacation?
as a
Oh
child?
no.
I mean, like
no.
I'm saying now. We didn't go on vacations when we couldn't afford that. We went to the lake.
Okay.
Which was,
okay.
you know,
we
for a
might have
day
did
trip.
Kings Dominion. Like I
Yeah.
said, you went to New York to see your grandfather, but you ain't go far. We didn't
Right.
go far.
Yeah.
Like I used to go like on holidays. Like a
Yeah.
couple of to visit people, staying with my auntie's house or something.
Right.
Okay, yeah. I
right.
won't count that as a.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
quite a vacation.
Yeah.
But I mean, my mother didn't leave the United States until she was probably in her 60s.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like late 50, early 60s. She didn't go, you know, many places.
All right, so give me some traits. Now you know the masculine and the feminine energies, we can call it.
Okay.
If you was dating, not just as dating, what are something as a woman that you don't like in a man? You would maybe even be a deal breaker.
Oh, when we talk about this? Like I was like smoking.
Oh,
Smoking
yeah.
is a deal breaker.
Well, that's not a.
Oh, that's not a trait.
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
like
a
a
personality
male,
trait.
yeah, male female
Yeah.
type deal.
Well, he can't let me walk over him.
Okay,
You know
that's
what
interesting.
I mean? He can. Yeah, we have to have a civil conversation about things. But if he just let me have carte blanche, at some point you'd be like, make a damn decision.
Right.
Like
Sometimes you want somebody to say that, shut the fuck up,
sometimes, or like you wrong,
or
you know?
choke you.
See, you know, you just always gotta take it. You always gotta step
Hey,
over the line.
exactly.
You said it.
You
said
always
it.
gotta
You
step
said-
over the line. I
you
did not
said-
say that.
Yes, you did.
No.
You said you want
No,
him
no.
to walk over and you want him to choke you.
No, I did not say that.
Brian, you need help.
All right. So
Yes, he does.
now, all right. So for you, what are some feminine or masculine traits that you would say in a male is a definitely deal breaker?
In a male,
Yeah, in a male.
a guy that acts like a girl.
Like, oh, so you don't want to
I don't want a
effeminate man?
I
Okay.
don't want a
Yeah.
feminine
Okay.
man.
Okay.
Yeah, if your hair and nails were better than mine, he got
So
problems.
you don't want your guy to have a arched eyebrow.
Yeah, and I
No,
don't want a
yeah.
guy that his ass is bigger than mine.
Right? That's happening now. When did that become a thing? But it is happening now. It's true. I'm with you on that one.
All right. Okay.
I'm
So
with you when you're right.
so what's a must?
A must
A must.
be a provider. First.
Provider. So that's a
Yeah.
must. Okay.
I like baby girl lifestyle, so
Okay.
provide
You
for
want to
me.
be spoiled a bit.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that's major. That's major. Be a provider, and be
So make sure
ambitious.
you chicken box and half and half.
Whatever.
You in Baltimore too long.
Be ambitious.
Ambitious.
That-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be stagnant. Don't be kind of guy that was that feels comfortable being in one spot. You
Right,
know? Like,
okay.
I want us to move.
You wanna progress.
progress.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. I like a driven guy that's okay. Like always
Goal-
thinking.
goal-driven?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go like a goal getter. Like
Okay.
we don't have to be on the same spot forever.
Right,
Like, let's do
right.
something different.
Okay.
Right.
Yes, that one. And what else do I want in a man? I think a flexible person that's flexible. Like you
Yeah.
don't have to be so I don't like a principle like too principled and too.
Rigid.
Yeah,
Like the Jedi.
I just somebody that is spontaneous, like somebody that you don't have to be a certain way all the time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't want a warden.
No.
Right.
No.
All right. What about you?
Most of what she said
Oh,
was
everything-
right.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not that too big on being spoiled. Right. I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm not going to turn it down if that's what you're doing.
But you
if
don't. You're not going to be a person that just asks too much.
Right. And you know, my thing is I'm low maintenance, but not no maintenance.
Okay, I've heard
That's
that.
my thing. Like, you know, I really am pretty chill, low maintenance. I don't require a whole lot, but you gotta pay me some attention at some point in
I
time.
like attention.
You know.
Everybody likes attention. Or some like
Some-
a lot of
Right.
attention.
Yeah. So what's the minimum? Say if
attention?
you had to pick one thing, not just attention, but the minimum thing that you would require.
Minimum.
Yeah, in a relationship, dating or a relationship,
Right.
the minimum. I mean, it don't have to be one thing. It's just the minimum. That's
Like you said, respectful.
Respectful,
Like they
okay.
would have to be respectful and somewhat of a provider. Like I don't need you to have all the money. You know.
so he
I
can struggle. He could struggle.
Yeah, I mean we have struggled together.
But long as he's trying.
Trying, that's
yeah,
the point, yeah.
Okay.
If he's
No,
trying
that's-
and has a goal and know
Yeah.
that, you know, I'm gonna get here and this is
Yeah.
what I
So he
wanna
can't
do.
sit home
We don't
on
have
the PlayStation.
Yeah, no, we're not doing
You can see on the
that.
PlayStation as long as you're making money. I don't care. As long as you're bankrolling the shit. Yeah, I don't care.
When your friends come over and say, "Yeah, but so what does your husband do? He's retired." How long you been retired? Since
I know
17.
Listen, we laughing at that, but my mother was in a relationship with a man for 20 years who didn't have a job. Yes.
20 years with no job.
I think it was probably 20 years, and I remember, you know, even as a young person, because she started dating him when we were relatively young. I was just like, I ain't never having no man like that ever.
Wait, did he do like odd jobs?
Occasionally,
So,
you
okay,
know,
one
he
of
would
those-
do odd
those get
jobs.
by.
So
Yeah,
she was the provider.
She was the provider.
So I wouldn't do that.
Right.
He was
I
a
can't do that.
get by guy.
No,
Yes.
I can't do that.
Yes,
I can't
that's
do-
exactly what
I
it
like.
was.
I like to be feminine in that aspect.
Right, right.
I like to be the supporting document.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to support. I don't want to be the main provider. If I'll do that, I would rather be alone.
Right.
Than have
Right.
a man leech off
Yeah.
me.
So wait a minute. So why did So
Here
why
you
does a
go.
man have to if a man's been paying for everything?
Yeah.
Why can't the woman,
If I know you, that's what it's different. If you've been paying for everything and you don't have, and you ask me, I'll do it. You get what I'm saying? It's different. I know you're not just trying to
Get me,
money. Yeah,
right,
exactly.
right,
You've been doing
right.
this, and then you're incapable of doing
Right.
that at that moment. I'm gonna help you. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Okay.
saying? That's
Yeah.
why it's a relationship. I'm just support. That's why I said support system.
Right.
Okay.
I just support.
I've always had that kind of job though that just does not pay you enough to have a
So
living
you was a
wage.
support.
You know, but yeah, of
Yours
course, you
cannot
know,
be as bad as mine. Mine is
you
worse,
know, I
so.
bought groceries. I did all kind of,
Right.
you know, maybe this bill, that bill, made sure things were in the
Hear what
house.
she said.
What's the-
What?
So
My job couldn't be
no,
worse
yeah.
as worse as hers.
Yeah, mine is terrible.
You're overpaid.
What?
What?
You are overpaid.
Whatever.
Are you
Shit.
serious?
You are.
You're lying.
Who gets paid that much money to take people on trips?
Hey, whatever works.
Who's
Or
taking
go
everybody on trip?
to restaurants.
Who's that?
You.
Yeah, because I'm a giver. It's different. Doesn't mean I have money, but then there's some things that I feel like if I care about you or something, I have to do it. It's like
Right,
my
right,
obligation to
right.
you. Like, oh, I care about this person.
So
As
you're
a
doing
friend,
that.
as
You're doing that
anything.
as
Right.
for a job. We're talking about jobs.
Oh, my job. Oh, you're saying my job?
We're talking about jobs.
Oh, who gets paid to?
I said, when you get paid as a lover.
Well, that's what my job
Well,
entails. My job
she
entails
said she's a giver with a salary.
my job entails having some type of fun.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
But then it's
and
still-
you get paid
if-
well to do.
That's not to have fun.
Yeah.
Well, I
That's
don't
not
know
a
about
bad
that.
thing.
No, I'm not saying it's a
not
bad thing,
fun
but she's talking about
because
it
it's
ain't
a
as bad as
restaurant.
mine.
Okay, yeah. Sometimes we have to go to Ibachi, places like that to eat.
Oh, that's nice. That's
and sometimes
nice.
we do sip and paint. And sometimes tomorrow we're going to the movies. So I'm still gonna get paid, but then
Oh, terrible job.
Hey,
but I still get paid peanuts, so it doesn't matter.
right.
Yeah,
But then-
peanuts.
I
don't get
mean,
paid
in
peanuts.
a helping profession, you really don't get paid a lot in a helping
Exactly.
profession. And, you know,
So and he thinks that that's not a job, but it's
No,
a
no,
job.
no. The job. So here's my thing. I have a high respect for people in healthcare. People taking care of the elderly,
Yeah,
young kids, or
yeah.
disabled, and
You never showed me respect. You never told me you
I
respect
have.
me.
I spoke to you.
No,
What?
you didn't. I've never
was
heard
enough.
that. I've never heard that before.
okay, nobody's been in need of you.
Yes, bend the knee.
He's like, I spoke to you. What? And that was supposed to be enough. Oh my God.
Yes.
No, luckily my husband has always been able to, be
Provide,
supportive.
yeah.
Like I said, the kind of work I did, you don't make a whole lot of money, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. I was always, actually, I was going to say I was always employed, but I got laid off twice.
Did you?
Like right before I came to
Oh,
the job that we did
okay.
together, I was laid off.
Now,
but
see, that was a good job. You had
That was a
that
good
was-
job.
We had fun.
That was a
yeah.
good job.
I would have done that full time.
Yeah,
I definitely would have done that full time. Because we just had fun.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
I think it's good to have fun in your job.
It is.
While you work, it won't feel like a job.
No,
Right,
and all
right.
truth be told, my main job,
Yeah,
I
the
had
one you
fun.
retired
Yeah, I
from.
did have fun.
I don't think you did.
I did. No, I
Towards
had
the end.
You know what it was? It wasn't so much the job. It was my coworkers that made it worthwhile.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
So don't say you
Always.
like the job. You just
Yeah.
enjoyed.
But we
Always.
did a job together, and that made it fun. Like if I had to do the job by myself, I would be bored, and it would be. I probably would have
Right.
left early.
Yeah, initially, like when COVID hit and everybody was home, I was like, oh, I can't do this.
Yeah.
But our office never closed, so we went back into the office. So me and my husband worked through the whole COVID, and
I made a lot of money.
no,
Yeah,
really.
double
I
the
made
money.
the same amount of money that I made in
Oh,
non-COVID.
Oh really?
Now he might have, yeah, because the state did give them more money, but initially being home, I was like, I cannot stay home. I can't do this. Like I miss talking to my coworkers, acting up. I miss the clients.
So let me ask you something. Let's say if he said, "Stay home,"
right.
I'm gonna do all the working and everything, whatever. You think that would have been a better situation, considering if you was home, the home economics might have even a little bit better.
I don't know.
No,
I don't-
you didn't
I
have to.
don't
You didn't have
know.
to eat out because you'd take his lunch, take his breakfast to work, his dinner.
I mean, he could still do that
He could-
now.
yeah, but I mean-
I don't know. I need to work. I need to work.
Always thought about that. Like
I need to work. I couldn't do it.
I would love to have that situation where, like, say, and I say just for me, I
Right.
spent a lot of money because I wasn't prepared. Like I didn't get up to eat breakfast. I was eating lunch at work.
Right.
Sometimes dinner at work. So
Sometimes your own food get boring to you.
it does. But,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you can hook it up.
Yeah.
You can go in there and make something other than jollof rice.
Whatever.
Well, he get on my nerves.
I think I ate only
No,
jollof
I
rice.
think I like the camaraderie. I like being
Yeah.
around people,
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
do.
missing that a little
Yeah.
bit now. So, but
Yeah,
not
that's
enough
why I
to
don't
go back
think I can
to
work.
the office.
I don't think I can work from home. I'm thinking how that would work. I like
Yeah.
to dress up.
Oh my God! You said he looked like he homeless. I'd work today in my pajamas, and I'm just like, I really have to stop doing that. Like, I really need to get up and put some clothes on because
Yeah.
that's terrible.
I think
I
that
roll
would've-
right
I
out of
don't- I-
bed and
that's
hit
why I
that
think-
computer.
That's why I think I cannot work
Yeah.
from home because I'll probably just die.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, I
Okay.
miss not dressing up. Like you said, I don't wear makeup anymore. Like all of those things
Yeah.
you miss.
So you even if you had the opportunity to be a stay-home wife,
No, I'm not
Right.
gonna stay home.
you would still work. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I have a difficult time asking for money.
right.
So,
right.
but what if the money just got automatically deposited? You have an ATM. You have an ATM.
Yeah, who's gonna deposit
card.
him?
No, I'm
the,
pretty sure
the
that
husband
money,
automatically
it
gives
gets-
you the
gets direct
money. And
deposited.
you,
Nobody's gonna be so nice to them.
No, that's what.
Then it's
That's
gonna
typically
be.
what happens,
Then
right?
it's gonna be.
I think I need.
I pay the bills. I pay for the light, electric bills. I pay this. I pay that. I pay the
Right.
car note. I pay this.
Right, because
And now-
he's supposed to, because he allowed you to stay
He
home,
said it loud.
right?
What do you mean allowed?
He allowed you to stay home
he
without
said-
working,
he
and
said-
you would take the traditional role.
So it's not gonna be traditional. Then I'm not gonna even feel. How much is it gonna pay me or give me? That's
he
gonna
ain't
be
giving
enough
you
for me
nothing. But the thing is, how it works is the money goes into the account.
to the joint.
And
So
you-
now I
you
cannot
have-
buy all my good stuff because I have to be considerate. Like
You still have
my
to be
God.
considerate. You still have to be considerate.
No,
to,
now it's my money. I can buy whatever I want to buy.
no, you
Nobody's
still.
watching it. Nobody's looking at it.
Nobody's
saying,
counting your dollars.
Nobody's saying, "Hey, you spend $150 on your nails." Hey, it's over.
That's true, but then again, even if you're making a lot of money, he's making a lot of money, and this is a
Yeah.
problem too when it comes to relationships and dating. You got the mindset has to change. If you're like a individualist type person, like
His money is our money. My money is my money.
but here's the thing. Like, let's say you make 60,000, he makes 60,000, right?
Right.
You might say, well, yeah, it's not a lot of money, blah blah blah, whatever. But together, if you made $120,000, you could be moving the whole family up,
Right.
right? Instead of everybody working
so
independent.
no. So
Right.
for me, if you need help, if you need me to chip in something, if you cannot do anything and you need help, like, hey, we need to do this. I need your support.
Right.
You're always gonna get that support. You're always gonna get it from me because I'm not out there squandering all the money I have. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can still always count on me to fall back on me. That's
Right.
how it works for me.
Right.
Don't give me the eye.
Well, we
She
rotate
ain't out there
things,
squandering.
You know, we rotate things like,
Yeah.
can you grab the BG&E
Yeah, that's
this
fine.
month?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
so
I got
which
this.
is
So we
yes,
rotate
exactly.
stuff.
So
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
like because that I'm gonna keep spending.
But all right, so in a man's view, this is how I see it. Like, you know, if you have your money, I have my money. Let's say I'm paying the bills,
yeah,
Right.
right? And then you're not going to, you know, just
And
have
people
your,
think if you have kids, you spending on your kids,
Right.
is a lot of money.
But still, even then, let's say you still have and I'm sure he's going to spend money on the kids too. But the thing is, I'm not going to say, well, you know, I'm gonna take care of this out of that, and then you're making all this money, and you're just, like I said, squandering or paying for
Yeah.
this and paying for that. That's something as a leader you should say, okay, well, I'm taking care of this. The money that you get, you need to put this aside. You need to put this in our vacation account.
Right,
You need to put it in
right.
this account. You need to put it in our 401
Retirement.
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. I think a lot of people don't think about that until, you know, when
It's
they do.
late.
Right.
You got used to, you know, being a certain way. He's a certain
Right,
way now.
right.
Now you're clashing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, this is an interesting thing I pulled up. This was from Forbes. When it comes to first marriages, only 43% of which are dissolved. Like, so 43% of first marriages end in divorce.
That's crazy.
That's high, right?
Yeah.
Now, people who go through on their second and third marriages fail at a higher rate.
Should be stoned.
60% of second marriages.
Jeez.
73% of third marriages.
I don't think
end
you
in
should be able to
divorce.
get a third license. Like
Woo.
after you do it twice and you can't get it right, you should. Okay, so let's say 3 times the charm. You should not be able to get a 4th or 5th marriage license. My uncle. Yeah, seriously, I have an uncle who's been married 5
Right.
I think
times.
you told me.
Yeah, you should not be able to do that.
So now here's the thing. Now, for that reason, the things that we just mentioned, all those things that we mentioned, is some of the contributing factors. They say because one, you're a certain way in your first marriage, second marriage is a certain way, and third marriage you're set in your ways.
Right.
And that's where the clashes come in. So the power struggle.
Yeah, but before you even go, so if I make a mistake in my first marriage and in some type of way, I'm gonna look out for those things that made us clash.
Okay, but what if he's in his first marriage and he has a whole different
Idea of what happened. Right.
You've been through it. He
Yeah,
has
so
not.
no. Before we get married, though, is what
Oh,
I'm
right,
saying. We're
right.
gonna.
Okay.
I'm not just gonna
Right.
automatically marry you. So I know what challenges I faced in my
Okay.
first marriage, and I know why it did not work out for me.
Right.
Why I needed a man. So I
And
have
this
to
is what I
see-
need to do
Yes,
for two.
exactly. So I need to see those qualities in you that it can actually work. But if you're the same as the guy I left in the first marriage,
Right.
I'm not gonna want to do it with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Well, okay. So that was a big topic, big topic.
Very
and
big.
so you guys that's listening, if you have any ideas about gender roles, and we didn't get into the social media part or anything like that, but that's fine. If you believe in gender roles, what do you think the role is for a man and a woman? And give us your personal views on that. on how you would like it. So, and then also let us know where your influence come from, whether it be religion,
that
tradition,
makes a
culture.
difference.
Yeah, that definitely makes a difference. You know. So anyway, as always, it was glad you guys
It
being
was
here
glad.
Yeah.
in this good chat, and
It was glad. Yeah.
and it was glad.
That's what you said.
I said it was glad.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it was good. It was good. It was good for you guys to be here, and I'm glad you're here.
There you go. There you go. We are special. We are special.
So and for guys, we do have in October we still have our
Wine and Pasta
podcast coming up. So check out the link on the menu. I'm stumbling. This must have been too long.
Yes.
And hey, we're going on vacation.
Yes. But so in October, you can go to our website www.hottopicspodcast.com. That's an X, not a C. And click on events. You'll see the event there. Click and you get your tickets. So tickets are only $45, and we're gonna have a good time. So you have that.
Please come
right. And subscribe. We still have our influencer challenge. Get people to come subscribe to our website so we can let people know what we're talking about and let them know the different things we're doing. Mm-hmm. And we also have our giveaway. We need a phrase for the day or word of the day or whatever, a clue.
Today. Yes. Gender.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
gender. Mm-hmm. So today's clue today is gender. So if you have that, make sure today's clue of the day is gender.
Of the day.
Right. So if you have that, make sure you keep it. And at the end of this month, we'll be giving away something.
Nice.
Something nice. Yes. To those who have the first person to give us all the clues of the month. And come on down to the Security Square Farmers Market on Sundays, 12 to 4. And if you mention, you have to be a subscriber. So if you're a subscriber and you mention our clue of the day, I'll give you a free something. Value under $10.
You are so special.
So, all right, you guys, thank you for joining in. Stay cool.
Stay cool.
It's going to be a scorcher tomorrow.
Yes. Stay hydrated. Check your cars. Check your cars for pets and kids. We have had 6 children die
don't leave
this
your
summer.
Kids.
How many?
6.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
People keep leaving their
kids in a car. Mm-hmm.
Even so there was this, the last one I saw was the man left his kid in the car. He left the car running though, the AC.
Okay.
And before he got back, the car was off. The car stays on for just like 25 minutes. Or
He didn't have it running.
He had it running.
He had it running. So
like my kind of car too.
Mm-hmm. So your car stops?
Yes.
Yeah, after a while it stops.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe
it's a safety thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It stops after like 25 minutes. And then he got back and...
Okay, so basically don't leave your kids in the car.
Right.
Yeah.
Check your cars before you get out.
Yes.
Like, listen, subscribe, share.
And follow.
That
is good. And we are on a whole bunch of platforms, so check us out.
Wherever your favorite
website.
podcast.
Alrighty.
Wherever you listen to your favorite podcast.
Arrivederci.
Ta.
Provolone.
Cheese.